Right, Harry, we're currently standing in your your warm-up loop that you've got here, and talk us through what it was like coming through the doors of Upper Farm, 2-3 years ago, when the facility wasn't fit for a training facility.
Yeah.
How have you developed the yard over time, and what are you looking forward to getting, developing further into the future?
Sure. So I first saw this site in June 2019.
Yeah.
Which obviously
So
long time ago now, and it was literally a greenfield site. There were some farm buildings in not a great state, and so the idea was born out of that. And I guess a lot of it is based on what I've done at Pools in terms of keeping things simple, healthy horses, and run them in the right races. But I've seen little bits from yards that I've been to, and there were little bits and bobs that I wanted. I wanted a lunge pen, I wanted some turnout paddocks. And I suppose my warm-up area was born out of the fact that I wanted to see all the horses before they went onto the gallop. I didn't just want them to leave the yard and then not see them until they were coming up the gallop. So this has been a massive asset to me. I'm really pleased with this. It means that I can see all the horses moving in not an enormous area. It's an athletics track basically, and it just means they can have a nice warm-up, and I get to see, are you normal? You're a little bit stiff. You're fresh and well, so I can see them with my head lad before they go to the gallop. And then our gallop has been well documented this season, but it's 6 furlongs. It rises 44 metres from bottom to top. And when I first saw this land, that was really the only obvious place for the gallop. So that was pretty simple, really. It could only go there. And the yard, we sort of restored the farm buildings that were there, and we've added new. So it's a cross between what's been there for an awful long time and the new stabling, and my vet Andy has helped me with my new barn, trying to make it as airy as possible. The more you sort of understand about horses, the more you understand that the more airflow they can have, the better for them, obviously. And in terms of what I'm looking forward to, this summer we're putting more surface on the hill gallop, which I think will be a benefit. And we're also adding a deep sand track on the inside of my warm-up area, just to get some conditioning work into them. I think that that will really be an asset to us at the moment, because we obviously have a gallop that works really well currently, and over 100 winners in 2 years on that gallop says that. But I do think that this new sand canter will be a help, because I think it will help me, if you get flat horses, for example, and they're just going in a straight line and they're keen, a round canter can help them just relax and be more used to the tempo of jump racing. And I also think that it's going to help me at the start of the season, when the horses are heavy and they've got a lot of condition on, to just have a good sweat, but not go too fast. You don't want national hunting horses when they're really heavy going too fast. So
constantly evolving.
Yeah, what I want to do is, in 5 years' time, I want people to come and go, God, it's unrecognisable. There's loads of stuff I want to do, but need to keep earning some money to do it.
And we haven't touched on the schooling pen you've got behind us. Talk us through the kind of configuration of this, and what the aim is for when the horses come and school around there. So
it's not very big, but what it does is you can jump a lot of jumps and not go far. So we school a lot on grass in the autumn, because that's the most important, and that's like a race. But for horses to learn to jump, or just do a little refresher session, it's great, because you might be able to jump 40, 50 jumps, but they're not going far. So particularly for young horses, I do lots and lots of jumping. I always think when they're older and they know how to jump, I don't school them that much. They know what they're doing, and I don't want to risk an injury in there for the sake of just having a little pop. But those young horses, they could spend 20 minutes in there, jump loads of obstacles, but they've not actually gone that far. And it's also a safer environment. They can't get too much of a run on you. And I think they have to be able to jump really slowly before they can jump quickly. And that school is a big asset to us. And Paul is a big asset to us in that, he teaches all the horses to jump. And horses like Givemefive and Viyanni's, they go into their hurdle races and jump well because of the work you put into them at the start of their careers.